They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. Garoppolo will lead the Patriots up with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to have the Patriots first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Pass incomplete.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
21, here we go.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, you're not going to hear Jimmy Garoppolo mentioned among the strongest arms in the league, but that doesn't mean he can't beat you with a long one.
Here we go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
65.
To throw is Garoppolo.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
I got this. Well, here we go.
There's Garoppolo to throw.
Is to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Deron Payne in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo rolling to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On second down, this is Harris. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 45 on second down, Garoppolo toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw complete to Rager.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Got his man, it's Thornton.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Murray. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Matt Judon. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Through 1 quarter, 9-7 our score. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They run with Mostert off the option. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Murray going to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
But those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, here's Harris. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps them move the sticks. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Garoppolo. That is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
New England on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Steps away to his left. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
So he gets caught trying to extend the play, and he ends up watching them score on an interception instead.
And what's the old proverb, Brandon? Discretion is the better part of valor. Certainly applies here. You have to admire what he tried to do, extending the play and trying to make something happen. But he definitely needed discretion. Throw it away, run it, do anything other than throw that pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Play action, Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
One, Omaha.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. On play action, now Garoppolo. Smith catches left side.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England.
Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Patriots have regained the lead.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 2. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
The Dolphins at 7-5 now in the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Murray off play action. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first and 10, here's Murray. And going deep for Hill. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
On first and 10, it's Mostert.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
It'll be Murray on the keeper.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Murray sets to throw on fourth. And it's going to be batted down. And They'll go. Football. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And I do believe the offense got this back. Goodness, they did. Their own 1-yard line is where they got it back, cutting it close here. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
21. Here we go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. The Pats at the line, ready to go. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
21.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they'll remain down by 2. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Here we go, here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Yeah, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Hey, come on, come on, come on.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Looking here for Smith downfield. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for New England. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hey, cut. Hey, away.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
11.
Garoppolo.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. On the give, this is Harris. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And some space here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. We have played 3 quarters. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now Mostert off the read option.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
He'll swing that out to Edmonds.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Murray now. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now Murray's got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down. Here's Mostert again.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
But sometimes, Brad, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run with Mostert off the option.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And now Murray's going to set up to throw.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
To throw, it's Murray. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Dolphins put together a 4th-quarter drive to take the lead. Well, this has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Matt Judon there to bring him down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Murray. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They should have gotten more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw is Murray. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Gosh, given the time of the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Murray to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Now Murray. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And a big turn.